Hello, we are now live. How's everybody doing? Please let us know how we're looking and sounding, and we can make any adjustments on the way, but we've got some fancy new toys, so hopefully things are sounding good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
furry mic under
your chin.
Makes me think I've just got a creature crawling up my chest coming to get me every time, but I get used to it.
You'll get used to it for sure. We've already got a few people in leaving some comments, so we'll get through to them. We've had plenty of questions through on social media that we're going to work our way through.
See some familiar names on there.
We do. We got DK Vine right at the top.
I think it's quite a common question, isn't it? People still really want to know about the story campaign.
They do.
They do. Obviously, us being a studio with quite a few ex-Rare devs, and we worked on Diddy Kong Racing. Yep. There's a lot of expectation to do like a single player and adventure mode.
Yep.
And we agree. I think it'd be fun. Like, I love karting games, but I get really disappointed when I just basically have a menu to select from.
Go from
enter a GP, and you play through against AI, and it's a bit monotone. It's a bit flat.
Yep.
And I think Diddy Kong Racing, when it came along, it was great that it kind of embedded, you know, selections going through the GPs and stuff is in that adventure.
Give it a bit of life, I guess.
Yeah, and it did create a great sense of adventure. But looking back, I mean, I thought it was a really novel thing to do at the time.
Yep.
In some ways, it was kind of like a fancy level select.
Yeah.
And then I think, in general, karting games, I think there's so much content and stuff and fun stuff to do inside that there can be a way higher variety of challenges to go and test the player on.
Yep.
And so when we were putting thought into our single player adventure, we were thinking it much more of like traversing a map, like in Impossible Lair.
Yes, yeah.
2D platformers, and that you can, you know, you come to the next spot on the map and you just don't know what you're going to get.
What you're going to encounter. It could be something totally different.
It could be a crazy variety, crazy amount of variety of stuff. So it could be, hey, me versus 7 vendors. And it's a 7 vendor challenge, race challenge, and that she's set to really aggressive and all sorts. And
she's always really aggressive, Vendy.
Yeah, or we could even have challenges based around how good you were at getting the boost start, or challenges which are a series of GPs, but those GPs can be varied as well. You could have 10 races of 10 different GPs, and each race in the GP was just one lap, and we call it the one lap wonders. So there's so much variety I think we can build a story campaign out with. That was the thing that excited us most, that I want to play something, start progressing through, get a bit of story, and never know what's going to happen next. And it's never a dull moment.
High variety, right?
New.
So you always got something new every time.
And then maybe as you're leaving, a world map to go to the next world, there will be something like a serious boss race or an extreme event that is way above the norm.
Yeah.
In terms of what you have to do to progress.
It's that kind of tried and true gameplay. You learn something new. You master it, and then kind of move on to something different.
And that's another thing. Like, there's going to be so much in this game which hasn't been done before in karting games. That it's a great way to also like tutorialize what to do in a fun way. Tutorialize the rage system, the nuance of all the weapons, the special moves and combinations that players can be pulling off. There's a lot of depth there, and if we put it together in a story mode, we can also use that mode to help players get good.
Ease you in, and then master it, and you kind of use it to your advantage, right? So we've got any questions coming? People are saying, we're sounding good so far. I've turned Gav down a little bit. I think somebody was saying it was peaking a little bit. Also, we'll get into a... Hold on, are we gone? Still there.
Hopefully we're still here.
Hopefully we're still there. Can everyone hear and see? Looks like we're live. Let's check back in the chat. And please get a physical version.
And please get a physical Switch version.
Specifically platform, let's call that a platform.
Switch or Switch 2, I mean, we haven't announced consoles officially yet.
And we will not today.
Yeah. But
Cool.
Time will tell.
Right, so we'll continue to answer more questions while we probably play through a little. Or how about? Do you want to play one player while I question you, or should we play two players so one can focus on the chat?
I don't mind. I always think I can multitask.
Well, I don't know if I can.
Let's have a go.
Right, we'll do a race and we'll kind of touch on like kind of about the art direction. So kind of the style we went for.
Yeah. So who to be? I'm going to go Trouser.
You want to Trouser? I will go for Vendy because we all know Vendy's the fastest and I want to win.
Fastest at the moment. So this is a conversation we're having in the studio at the moment. Like we have these archetypes, character archetypes of an all-rounder. Laylee's really good at handling but doesn't have a high top speed. Yep. Vendy's terrible at handling, terrible at acceleration but has the highest top speed. Trouser's like the one that accelerates most, best. But already we've seen internally that people are just playing as Vendy.
If you look at the leaderboard, it's all Vendy.
Yeah, right. And it's already a bit dull. And actually, I'm thinking, it feels a bit like we're just following convention a little too much without taking a step back and thinking, should we be doing something different? So we're actually toying with the idea of making every character the exact same top speed. And what makes them different beyond that will be like their weight and things like their acceleration or their handling. So it means you can win a race as anyone, but how you win the race is better suited to your particular style. Like if you think of handling, that's a racing style and having high acceleration and being able to recover from being hit or, taking unsolicited shortcuts, that kind of thing. Whereas having a high top speed is nothing to do with having a racing style. Everyone wants a high top speed.
Yeah.
It's not like you choose a style that isn't racing fast.
I guess it's not fun if you want to be your favourite character, right? But if you know they're probably not the most performant.
And if they're, it's a shame because people might have an affinity for a character, but ultimately if they want to win, they can't play as them. So yeah, we're looking at trying to do something different there and have every player have the same top speed, and it's the other attributes that differentiate. And we can even do things further, like, well, maybe Vendy's a bit tougher, so when she gets hit, she'll lose slightly less coins, or the number of coins that it takes for you to reach your top speed will be different per character. You could learn that, so this character's top speed, I only need 10 coins, but this character needs 20 coins. So there's other ways of getting balance in there. So I quite like the idea of having every character actually is the same top speed.
Cool, kind of an even playing field.
Yeah. So we might test that internally, see how it goes with our internal playtest. And we'll let you know how that goes in the future, I think.
So I've come. I've done it. You've destroyed me there. Well,
I was multitasking.
You're multitasking as well. Yeah. See if we've got any questions. We have a question here, but somebody else has answered it in the comments already. That's great. So there's been a question about the soundtrack. It's been done internally this time, right? By mainly.
Yeah, Matt Griffin.
Yep.
One of our internal composers. He's awesome.
So hopefully you can hear the audio well of the game. There's some music in the background.
Yeah, but the audio, like, even now what it is, it's evolving from what it is in this build. We're trying to take it a bit more of a more energetic direction. Matt, actually, he put his design hat on earlier in this week and he came up with a great idea for how to start races. And I thought it was brilliant. And so at the minute, again, it's kind of a motto on the game. If we feel like there's too much convention or it's too similar to something else in karting that's already been established and kind of stagnating and we want to do something different, we'll try and do something different and have fun in a different way. And Matt was talking about how to start races and he was talking about how to do different intros for the tune per biome and stuff like that. And then it became, he said, actually, we could almost make this a different way to get the timing of the boost start different to how it traditionally is in games. And yeah, he proposed something quite unique, and I can't wait to show, we can show people in the future what it is.
Well, I want to know what it is now.
Yeah, I thought it was great. So I wrote up a design spec, made sure I was getting it down correct. There was a couple of caveats we had to make sure with it, so it would work well for everyone. And yeah, it will get implemented in future. And it's again another way of demonstrating that what we're doing is going to be slightly different. And we're not being lazy devs. We're not just trying to rehash the past and reskin a karting game that's already out there in our own IP. That's the last thing you want to do.
Yeah, we never wanted to kind of take the easy route.
No. There's so much different happening in the game. I know I harped on about it last week, but I understand that the noise levels weren't quite there, so people might not quite understood about what we were saying.
So we'll say it again.
Yeah, but every weapon has 3 firing modes. So when you pick something up,
used to your advantage.
There's a lot more strategy in depth in terms of what you want to do, like coins. You can bank coins as you can do in any other game, or you can decide to throw them, and you could hit the person in front with a coin or the person behind with a coin. They'll spin out, but they also get a coin, which is kind of a nice little funny thing.
Yeah.
You can claim you're just being kind, like, hey,
there you go, have some cash.
I just want to share some money with you.
But you're also increasing their top speed, right? So it's beneficial slightly to them. Yeah.
So it also means if you're in a certain race position and you get coins, that you don't feel like, oh, I've just got coins. It's like, oh no, you can do.
You can use it another way.
You can do other stuff with coins. So. Yeah, you'll see that, like our cannonball is great. It's our straight line projectile, and it will ricochet off solid geometry, and
not just go through one thing, right? It'll tank for everything.
It'll go through multiple races. So if you line it up with the pack in front of you, you can take out multiple races in a row, and you can slam it down into the ground behind you and make it like a permanent fixture of the track. When items have been laid down on the track as well, there's going to be a very tight, frame perfect move that you can do, and instead of hitting the item, you can pick it back up, so you can risk going for an item and you might spin out and hit it, but if you get the move correct and frame perfect, you can pick up that item back off the track and redeploy it as your own.
Take it back, take it back. You send it back to whoever sent it to you.
Yeah, I think that harks to the fact that we've wanted to do this kind of karting game and have kind of like fighting game rhetoric and fighting game design in there as well. So that's why we'll have like special, combination moves and certain presses like quarter circle, hop.
It's like you can do the standard maneuver, or you can do a
very skillful version of it,
which gives you that little bit of an advantage, right?
Yeah. So all the while throughout a race, you've constantly got options in terms of what you can be doing and how you can gain an advantage.
Yep.
Beyond just waiting for items to be cropping up on the way round.
Yep. So it really benefits that kind of person who takes a little bit of time to kind of master everything and be observant of the track, I guess.
Yeah. So there might be things like down forwards hop does a better hop.
Yep. So it's literally like skateboarding terms.
Yeah. And quarter circle, right, and hop starts off your drifts with a barge attack.
Yeah.
Things like that. So
smash them out of the way.
Yeah.
So now we're getting an example of kind of our what we call player created chaos, right? So we've got
another great USP.
There you go.
This is like,
So we've got everybody's going to be Vendy, so it's all level playing field. Everyone's the same character, but then we've all got mini races, so we're all going to be that shrunk down, kind of cameras low to the ground, makes everything look big, and then we've got bumper cars on, so we can really knock people about.
Yeah, the physics has been ramped up, and there'll be a ton more in the final game, and we really want people just to decide what's fun for themselves and set up races of, you can set up serious races and hyper competitive races, or you can just set up stuff which is very lolsy, and you'll be able to do that in friends lobbies and invite your friends.
Just one of the comments we've had here is somebody asking about, is there going to be leaderboards? I think safe to say there definitely will be, because one of the things we want is kind of that daily kind of challenge mode we're thinking about, right? So
yeah, daily challenge mode where we can listen to what the players have been doing and voting on and saying, hey, this stuff's really fun. So we might get a player created challenge added in to the daily leaderboard, and the daily contest might be like three events in a row. And it's going to be the fastest overall time over those 3 events, and there might be, you know, a mixture of stuff that we've devised and what players have been coming up with. We might spot something and say, oh, that's a good one, that should make the daily challenge list this week. But yeah, we want people to have fun
however they want.
However they want.
So yeah, if you don't want to dip your toes into the kind of crazy modifiers, you don't have to. But yeah, there'll be plenty of options for those that do.
Yeah, and it'll be super replayable. You know, it'll add a lot of longevity to the game as well, and we can add to it post-launch as well. Still, you know, constantly throughout development, people are coming up with ideas for more modifiers and different things that we can be doing.
And if any of you out there have a cool suggestion, send them in. We'll love to see if we can get them in the game.
Yeah, I've not multitasked so good this time.
I know.
I went for the hop onto the boost for a better boost, and I missed it.
So that's that risk and reward.
Yeah. I didn't realise I was actually.
You're a lap behind. Oof.
Terrible.
So I went quite quiet. I went into the zone.
You secretly asked me a question, didn't you?
I did, just to put you off.
There we go. I love putting invisibility on as well, because that, in high speed, that makes that play like F-Zero.
F-Zero, really
low down to the track.
Really windy around everything. So well, I think we're going to get an example of that now, right? We're going to be all invisible, which is it's a good. I think it's. Whenever I say we'll get every race is invisible, it kind of sounds scary to whoever I tell it to. But when you're actually playing it, it's not.
It's fun because you can see like little skid marks and effects like that triggering, and you kind of have a sense where people are. Someone just this week said, "Hey, on invisible mode, could you also have turn off the counter?
Yeah.
So until you finish the race,
you truly don't know where you are. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't be certain."
So like now you're in first, you could think, oh no, maybe I'm middle of the pack, and I've got to keep pushing myself further and get higher and higher.
Yeah, and I tried
to. Don't know.
Try
to get a cannonball off of it.
Yeah.
No, I absolutely love this S-bend. Like, when you got that, like you said, first person shrunk down, that was really winding, cool.
I think our drift mechanics feel so satisfying drifting this game.
So we've already got a 3rd tier, right? I did. It's not in this build.
Yeah, so you know, when you're powering up a drift on a turn, you get to level 1, and that's a little bit of a speed boost. Level 2, a stronger speed boost, and level 3 is actually the same speed boost as level 2, but you get to go over rough terrain with no penalty. So there's loads of different ways for players to have a think about what's the best way and fastest way around a particular course when you think of those techniques, and where you can start shaving off parts of the lap.
It's quite traditional in a car race. There'll be maybe a shortcut or two hidden around. Yeah. Maybe you can use it to get through there.
I love the fact that you can use your speed boosts to boost yourself, or you can throw them forwards, so you can then hop onto them to get the boost.
Zipper pads.
But when you hit someone else in front with a speed boost and they weren't expecting it, it just sends them careering
off the cross.
Brilliant. Yeah. So again, speed boost has become a weapon.
Oh, you can you can throw backwards, right? And kind of
you can put it down backwards. Yeah, and it's facing the wrong way, so it boosts. Yeah, it slows people down.
Right, and you just caught a glimpse of on Gav's screen. Trev, the octopus from Yooka-Laylee, is involved. He's on the course. He might be a bit of a.
Yeah, maybe his tentacles, like in his boss fight, and Yooka-Laylee and Yooka-Laylee come into play.
One of the questions we have had was, does this mainly take inspiration from Yooka-Laylee? But that's not the case, right? There's inspiration from Impossible Lair, so we've got kind of
Impossible Lair, fighting games like Smash Brothers, karting games. There's a lot of different ways in which some inspirations can manifest, and it's very surprising.
Yeah. Inspiration was probably the wrong word there. Kind of like the level theming is the way they're going. So
the level theming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like we've got kind of the airship levels, which were featured in Impossible Air, which has a bit of not verticality, but I've seen this kind of bunny hop kind of jump.
Perilous.
Yes, there's jump sections that you could risk your life.
Each course, I mean, I think they look beautiful in each course. They do look fantastic, but they'll have their own particular tone and style of gameplay as well.
Yeah.
So as you come to expect it.
Kind of like a key feature of each, right?
Yeah.
Let's go through some comments. Let's have a look. Oh, if you want, we can answer some from here. So, a question mainly around the rage mechanic. Are we able to share more details on that?
So the rage moves, so everything that happens during a race can have a positive effect and negative effect on the character's rage and lust for revenge. And during like big multiplayer sessions on Mario Kart in the session, we all experience being Mario Kart.
Yep, as the term goes.
Yeah, and going from first to last in a matter of seconds and getting physically and mentally angry in real life.
Yep.
And we're like, well, it'd be great if karting games had this kind of vengeance mechanic, a bit like some fighting games do. So as you're racing, if you attempt the speed boost off the start line and you burn out, your character's going to get a little bit angry.
Yep.
You could do that on purpose to start with a little bit more rage built up in your rage meter if you wanted. If you do a boost, you won't get angry.
Yeah.
As you land blows and attacks on other people, your rage will come down slightly. But as more attacks and things happen, more bad things happen to you, your rage will go up very fast. And if they occur within a short frame of time, your rage will rapidly go up to the boiling point.
Yes.
And at that point, you'll be able to trigger explosive, super mega powerful comeback revenge moves, basically, and
get you back to the front of the pack.
Yeah,
right?
and get some sweet revenge on whoever was daft enough to trigger you over the edge. And we've had ideas this week about being able to see the revenge meters on other players, so you might think, oh, I know that person's in front of me right now, but I might not want to hit them just yet. I might tip them over the edge. Your rage is likely, I mean, it's not, there's still a few variables where we're thinking, do we do it type A or do we do it type B?
Yep.
If your rage is constantly coming down, then you feel like, just stay behind this character until they've just cooled off a bit. Now hit them.
Get them, I've
hit them, but I'm not triggering.
You just left it long enough to
trigger them into it.
Because obviously, if you do hit them when they trigger that revenge move, they're coming straight for you, right? So.
Yeah. We don't want to give away exactly what the revenge moves are going to be now, but they're going to be a step up above the weaponry in the game. There has to be a clear difference, and they have to be super impressive, great looking. I guess in our heads, one way we've been describing them is, what's the difference in a game like Smash Brothers between, all your character's strongest attacks, but then what's your ultimate smash move? It just goes up another level, right? So it's that kind of difference that we're thinking about. We may even have multiple stages of rage. So you think, I'm not going to get to full-on rage by the end of this race. So I trigger and let off a little bit of steam now.
You banked enough to use your kind of mini version. Yeah,
so it's all stuff that we want to tinker with internally first, and at some point we'll be producing public beta builds for players to get their hands on and
so
get some real-world feedback.
The ultimate plan is we'll be announcing a timeline of everything. We want to be very public and forthcoming with what we're going to do with this, so there'll be a timeline suggesting when there'll be private betas. Once we're all happy with that, we'll open up to the public, and then we'll keep rinse and repeating until we're at a stage where we're all very happy and hopefully got a very polished game.
Yeah, I think initially we're going to start off, we want to get the controls on people and just be able to give them a build where everyone's just focused purely on the controls. So it'll be a time trial mode.
Test it on our leaderboards.
Yeah, with some special moves.
So we have had a question related to that, like, because you obviously mentioned fighting move inputs. People are a little worried about how that would translate in a karting game, but they're not going to be anything like Mortal Kombat-esque. It's going to be quite, like you said, the down up for your extra bunny hop, maybe a quarter turn.
We know you can't like your moves are also what is your core steering. It's shared functionality. So
they've got to feel intuitive. Yeah, a little, like you said, a little bit extra.
Yeah. And you could go totally crazy and kind of ruin the experience.
So we've got that balance.
Yeah, but if there's other things where we just feel like, this is part of the core moveset, this is what you're doing, but you can enhance it, you can execute it a little bit more stylishly. And with a little bit more skill for a greater effect.
If you're coming in to do a drift on the left boost anyway, you just add that little bit of a quarter turn to do it.
And like, when you're playing, some people start turning and then hop to initiate drift. Some people hop first, then turn. That's fine, but we might encourage and reward frame perfect triggering direction and hop on the same frame. Again, just for a slightly little extra bit of a nudge, barge or something you can be doing during a race. Just gives you a little bit of a competitive edge.
Someone says, so there'll be no Hadoukens then. So no. I don't know whether you mean the input or actual fireballs flying around, but
I don't know. Who knows?
Potentially.
Maybe we could just get a cameo from Street Fighter cast members.
That'd be good.
Get them into the game.
Another question: single player. There will be a very in-depth single player. So for all them people who are not really looking to play online, there will be a lot of content for you guys.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of like karting games and single player games, and it just irks me that there's so much stuff. There's rich, fertile hunting ground to set up all these different variety of challenges. It doesn't seem to happen.
Yep.
I think Mario Kart DS had a missions at some point, and that was starting to go in that direction. I thought, this is more like it. This is great. And then they stopped. And we've got so much in the game, like rage, special moves, items, lots of different ways to race, and all these different customization options that there's like an endless supply of challenges we could be putting into this story campaign. And I think with the ukulele universe as well, we can find a fun, humorous, and the right tone of story in terms of why they're doing this to each other, why they're racing.
There's a reason.
Why certain characters have beef with one another and things like that. So we can frame a lot of the challenges with some light-hearted story wrapper.
Yeah, it's sort of, from what I've been hearing, it sounds very fun. Touching on that, somebody mentioned Playtonic's back.
Playtonic, actually, again, this is something I think is pretty cool in terms of other karting games don't do this. We really want to do this. So your coins, as you're collecting and racing your coins during a race, you're bumping your top speed up, right? Now, you keep your coins across races in the GP. So before you go to the next GP, you get a chance to buy tonics to go into the next race with some benefits.
Perk, power up, whatever. Starting item.
Maybe your boosts are enhanced a little bit more. Maybe you get X seconds of being able to go over rough terrain without any slowdown. Things like that. There's a whole ton of different things you can be buying. But it means spending the coins so you start the next race.
With that reduced top speed, right?
Reduced top speed, So and it adds a lot of more depth and strategy to multi-race events.
Maybe you're doing very well. You've got a lot of coins. You want to keep that position up to the front and kind of distance yourself from the pack, or
maybe you decide not to spend on the first kind of pit stop in between each race, and then go all out and buy tons of stuff in the final race and
just be fully loaded out.
Again, there's lots of different ways for players to decide, come up with their own strategies. What they think is going to be the thing that helps them take the checkered flag.
Should we do a standard race or change one up?
Yeah, let's go crazy.
Let's go crazy. What are we going to do? Do you want fast or stupidly fast?
Let's go stupidly fast.
Mini, normal.
I don't mind. I'll choose one, you choose one.
Okay. Well, you went stupidly fast. I like mini. Stupidly fast and mini. Which will lead me into another question someone's asked about characters. So we've obviously got 4 in this demo. We've announced 7. For the keen-eyed of you.
There was an 8th that we were like, we can't really announce.
Not yet, just yet.
I like the fact that we're doing familiar favourites and some new characters. And then, like, just as a test, we let Steve Mayles go ahead and like just pick and choose whatever he wanted from the lore to put in a cart
and see how they work.
It was almost like a question in terms of can it drive a car?
Well,
and you'd be amazed at what Steve's gone and grabbed from the other games and like
we've got
made characters.
Vendy, who's clearly got no arms, and Trouser, who's essentially one arm himself.
Like Vendy and so Dr. Quack is
again
as well. And Dr. Quack is like, we're even thinking, we've got to come up with some contrived reason as to how Vendy and Dr. Quack can drive cars. Like maybe they have these like, USB style
it's plugged in avatar style into the car.
Yeah, and it came from when Dr. Quack was experimenting years ago on himself and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun you could have.
They had to figure out how could they get more Vendys around Ivory Towers, so they were putting them on vehicles that could self-drive to new locations. And all of a sudden you've gone down a rabbit hole of trying to explain why the vending machine
He's driving a car.
A dismembered duck in a gumball machine can drive vehicles. I think they do need full-on explanation.
Right, I think
they need to become canon.
It's priority number one.
Yeah.
Cool. So what we super fast mini. I do love how that camera comes down, gets really low to the ground.
And this a byproduct of the camera changing is the pixelization effect.
It gets
taken on a different form, and we kind of like it. And the pixelization effect on the characters. So the characters are 3D, and then we run a pixelizing 2D shader over them to get them looking like this. But it's quite versatile, the settings as well. So we could probably expose the settings and let people in the final game choose how pixelized they want the characters to appear.
So you kind of like it.
Yeah. Maybe certain attacks will de-pixelize characters.
They're not just the kind of the heart it's not just their models from Replayly. They have been kind of simplified, right, to make that shader work nicely.
Not just work nicely, but also better fit the language of a karting game as well. Like you want their bigger, bolder features to stand out. What's set in a kart?
Yeah, like Lay's wings and big ears. So hopefully it's coming through on stream, but the game itself looks beautiful, and I think we settled on a very nice art style.
Yeah, we're big fans of HD 2D style art games, and we love that mixture of old and new, and modern lighting, motion blur, depth of field.
As you come down that straight with all the blossoms falling down.
And the sunbeam, and it's really strong HD VFX mixed in with sprite work. We think it was important not to go out and kind of just copy the pack.
I retried. We can
do what other people do. We want it to be really distinctive and have a game where as soon as people see it, they go, "All right, that's that game."
I think we've definitely done that. I think you can't mistake us for anything else.
And Mega Speed's like crazy.
You have to adapt, but
boosting's almost like a bad thing in certain situations on this track.
Which is one of the perks, right? Bad boosts. Boosts are bad. I was like 8 players local. That's a choice as well. I've got it's very fun.
8 player split screen.
You can't see it, but we have a very large TV behind us, so it's good. It's good fun getting 8 all on one screen. I think everybody goes dead silent, focused. Click, click, click controllers.
Stop talking because
we were trying to win. I've just lost. I got Mario Karted at the end, but I'm coming back.
She wait until we
get that rage finally sorted.
Start showing off that rage. There we go.
Not the best. Let's have a quick flick through for questions. Would we extend the characters to other games? Like ones we help publish?
Yeah, there's conversations still to be had, and I think I've mentioned it before. Like, I don't want to name check too many other people because it feels like I'm passively saying, "Hey, we've already said this on stream. Come on, guys, help us out. Lend us your characters, things like that." But there's a lot of similar thinking in the studio in terms of wouldn't it be great to have characters from other IPs have their own backgrounds, bring a weapon to the game.
Oh yeah,
as well as themselves. So it isn't just a character skin.
It's
do it right.
Yeah, if we're doing it, we've got to do it right. Got like a pack or theme around them, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to try and trial, or should we try more rules?
I don't mind. I quite enjoy this. Like, it's very rare, believe it or not, that when I'm working on a game,
you actually enjoy.
You enjoy playing it as if it's finished.
Yeah.
And I find when I'm working on Silk, as we call it, Super Yooka-Laylee Kart, you'll make an adjustment. You're working in your dev environment, you make an adjustment, you test it, and even after you've done that, you just carry on playing. And you're still going around, you're just trying to finesse the track or do something, shave even more time off, or figure out a new way to take a corner.
Yep.
So it's a good sign, right, when you work on a game that you're loving it. But it does mean that you have to be very self-disciplined. You think, oh wait, I'm here to work.
Yeah, I got to
get some
come
work
on.
done.
Come back to that in a bit. But yeah, it's a good sign though when we do get them online leaderboards. I can imagine a lot of people battling for that top spot constantly on different tracks.
I mean, I do follow a bit of the original Super Mario Kart SNES world record breaking. Seeing how. What? We're talking like 35 years on.
Yeah.
From that game.
People are still finding new ways.
Yeah. Still making records on it. It's an incredible amount of skill.
So we are answering questions that we've received. If there's anything in particular you do want us to answer, please mention it again. What we got? That's a good one.
They're all good.
They're all good. So yeah, we've also touched on Tomics. Somebody asked, what's Capital B's role in the game? I think that's...
how to answer that without giving too much away. You can be sure he's involved.
He's very imposing on the key art, for sure.
Yeah. I guess it's best to find that out in due course.
The time is right. Please watch this space.
Yeah, otherwise we'll have nothing to stream and talk about in the future. That'd be a shame. Oh, we've got crazy bouncers.
We have bouncers on.
I'm getting pinged left, right and centre. I'm being bullied. Across the rickety bridge, loads of coins on it. It's a great place to stop.
There we go. Get it.
I love the reflections, the moonbeams
Every time
coming through the trees.
You got the little glow flies around the lanterns.
The lanterns glow themselves.
I thought you're still Yuka. I just saw you get to...
No, I've gone for Laylee this time. Simple handling, like Laylee on regular tracks won't skid. She's very grippy. But here, this is a slippy track, Leader Maze Marsh.
You got a bit of that, yeah.
So, yeah, compared to Tribal Stack and some of the other tracks in the game, I'm not sure we've revealed yet.
There's a few, they're dotted around the trailers and screenshots.
Like Ivory Towers. Outside Ivory Towers has a tarmac track, so that's very grippy.
Kind of traditional go-kart track, right?
Yeah. Oh, people are battering.
This is my favourite corner. I'm not used to Trouser and his handling.
Slippery ways.
He was very much a slippery snake.
Oh, I got battered straight into a pillar. Right.
I'm holding pole position, keeping it.
I like the fact that when our characters get shrunk, the camera comes down, low down, and
Yeah.
it feels like you're shrunken in a giant's world. Like when you get shrunken, other people are still giant. It feels super scary.
Yeah, like they're literally gonna crush you.
Yeah. You use the D-pad or the stick?
When I first picked it up, it was a stick, but now I've learnt the kind of the way to go is D-pad. You can get that quick response.
I'm a D-pad player as well. I like that.
It does mean everybody gets a clicky. Hopefully, it's not picking up on the mics, but yeah, we're clicking around. I'll quickly win, and then I'll come back to the questions.
Will you?
Oh, that's a good shot. I've got to build the speed.
That was a kabloomy, heat-seeking kabloomy.
I love this. Come on, you get it perfect. There you go.
Well done, Laylee.
There you go. That's good.
Well done, Pixely Laylee.
So, when considering the game's balance, have you guys made sure that players, regardless of skill level, will at least have a chance at winning a race? So, yeah, I think balance is always something. Yeah, we are aware of.
Yeah. As a super skillful player myself, I understand. I've heard on the grapevine it can be frustrating. Players of lesser skill.
Yep.
To sit there and suffer whilst people such as myself. I'm joking. It's quite good, but yeah, I do. A lot of us here, we have, kids and are younger gamers, and I'm trying to drag them off Roblox all the time.
Yep.
So one way of doing that is making sure that you have like something that's really fun for everyone and a broad range of people. I think we're a broad appeal gaming studio as well. So we do want, everyone as many people as possible to be able to enjoy.
Do some Grand Prix town trials if you want.
Oh, time trial! I'm going to have to get your control.
Oh.
Then, right? Let me try and if I play as say for example if I play as Wendy, I'll try and take Wendy for a spin around tribal stack. I'm not promising that I'll do it perfect, but I really want to show off kind of a bit of the skidding and the sliding that can occur, because I think our physics it's like a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's presented like quite a cartoony game. Physics and the handling just feels so good. You can just see there as I'm coming off around corners, you just get that little bit of continual slide to the side.
Yeah, you can kind of micro adjust.
Yeah. So you can use it and just let your drifts, naturally peter out, and it feels satisfying when you judge it right. Unlike that.
Yeah.
Or you can counter steer and
all the way around that.
Yeah, or you can do the counter hop to really keep the tight line like that.
So when you come out of two player, you get that full screen. It looks so pretty.
If I'm not going for a fast time, I do quite like just sliding out to the edge of the track. Just let the feeling of the physics take you where they go naturally. Yeah, it's really enjoyable. Very satisfying. See that?
You get that kind of when you nail a perfect drift, you get that kind of rush, that little high.
So I've been going over the speed boost on other laps, but here I'll try and hop onto it like that, and you get a better boost. I wasn't quite prepared for the corner afterwards, but that's another thing which is quite nice, that there's ways to do things with a little bit more skill compared to other players, and it could be the difference between taking victory or not.
Yeah. Well, especially when you go for a spot on the leaderboard. If you nail 5 of them, you're going to be doing good.
But many of us have snatched defeat from the jaws of victory and gone greedy, go to jump on that boost and end up jumping over
past
it. Yeah, and clearing it, and you're like, oh, why did I try and do it? And you let someone else come through.
Would we consider doing Laylee to Laylee again? So that was before my time, but I believe that was just like community submitted letters, was it, or via email?
I think that'd be fun, so long as people let us have complete freedom of super levels of sass in responses, and you can't get
if you
angry
said
at
something,
how sassy they are, but it's
oh,
like,
so the conceit's Laylee's. Is it literally Laylee's responding?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Stop.
Oh no, it is. It still is. She
Don't
is.
break the illusion.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, it's fun to do sassy answers and things like that.
Somebody again has asked what the rage meter does. So yeah, we've touched on it again. But yeah, we'll be announcing more as we're ready.
Solves being Mario Karted.
Yeah. So yeah, the idea is the more punishment or kind of you endure. If say you're first, like everyone's been there, you're first all the way around, and then just get hit by everything. This meter's going to build and build and build until you're ready to release your super move, which should get you back up the back up the pack, right?
Yeah, I think we think of it as every setback fuels your
comeback. That's it.
So when bad things happen, you're going to get angry and angry up to the point where you can trigger a devastating comeback.
Yeah.
Right all of the races wrong.
Yeah, but there's more to it. Like, it's a balancing act as well, right? So that bar could be depleting as the more good things happen to you.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's finding that balance of when you want to unleash it.
How happy vending is.
Yeah,
I want to get lots of emotes and animations more into the game as well.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
So things like every character should have a taking first place emote. And I'm like, Vender's just got to turn around and blow a raspberry or something.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Blow a kiss with those beautiful big lips of hers. Well, every character should have fun emotes.
Yeah, it's that little bit extra bit of charm, yeah, too, as well. Yeah, it's good.
We're going to make sure that weapons are being held and visibly being held as well, so you know what other people are doing and what they've got, and what kind of way in which they're utilising it, throwing it forwards, backwards, and all that.
Yep.
And then straight away we said, well, how does Vendy hold?
How does she physically hold an item?
And we're going to have to put these drop-down flaps in the side of the head or something.
Extendable robot arms coming out.
Yeah, yeah.
So one of the questions we've got is will there be kind of any unlockables, characters, carts, tracks, etc.?
I think there will.
Yes, I think
what
there will.
Exactly, we're not revealing just yet.
Yep, it's kind of
yeah, finding secrets. I mean, course design's been done by Martin Wakely, who he worked on Video Game Racing.
Yep.
He worked on Mickey's
Speedway
as well, and there was lots of hidden stuff in there. In those games as well, off the beaten track.
Yep.
And there's things in the game.
A reason to explore, right?
Yeah, a reason to explore, and that. There'll be loads of different ways. There'll be things to be doing in the story mode as well, which can unlock new stuff. It's super satisfying and rewarding, isn't it? As an achievement.
Yeah.
Every time. You know, you don't just want to see a rank come up on
Hey,
screen.
you did it.
I want a prize for this.
Yeah,
You know?
something new, something you can go and try. Yeah. I think there should be a little bit of that for everyone. I think we can probably answer that. Is there any other games Playtonic are working on? So I think safe to say.
Again, I think I'm not massively triggered, but every time I see us announce something, I've even seen it when we announce something with Playtonic Friends titles as well.
Yep.
There's a bit of a like, hey, why aren't you doing Yooka-Laylee? Why isn't this happening? Why isn't that happening?
Yep.
And I would say, this game's being made by probably a quarter of the people in the company, so those other 3/4,
they're doing something.
Yeah, they have to be doing something. So I like, I like surprising people.
Yep.
When you find out about things, that level of anticipation and things feeling special. Something like myself and a lot of us grew up with these games when you only had a magazine once a month about something. That hype and built up. It felt
special. Yeah,
it did feel special. And literally the word. If you think about the word rare, it's when something is rare, it makes it special.
Sure. Yes. Because if everything was given to you straight away, it's not going to have the same effect, right?
Yeah. So no, I hope people do look forward to other surprises from us in the future.
Yep. There will be more.
Yeah.
What time are we on? So we're going to wrap up in about 5-10 minutes. So if you've got any more in the chat, please send them through. I'll try and pick through them. If not, we've got some on the sheet. So any word on why? So I guess it's why are we making a kart race? Is a good question.
Wow! There's a ton of passionate kart racing fans in the studio.
Yep.
We keep thinking that a little bit of what was originally brilliant about the genre has been lost along the way.
Yep.
There's room to carve out something truly unique and special and different as well. And
we're not playing it safe. We're not going for
we're not. We're definitely coming up with our own style of game in mechanics, feature set, visual presentation, audio presentation. So yeah, we're really passionate for doing this. We can't wait for other people to play it and find out. There should be more choice on the market, I think. And then there's certain platforms which really lack something where you can just full on play and hang out with friends, take it seriously, have a laugh, be competitive, master new things and try and I think it's good to push boundaries and not just we can't just copy what's gone before. There's no point.
There's no we can't take down the champ.
Being totally honest, the IP and the band Yooka-Laylee, it's in a world where it's fighting against IPs in very popular cartoons that have been around for 20 plus years.
Yep.
Get other gaming franchises that have been around for 30 and 40 years. So there's no point in us just treating and thinking about this game as another mascot kart racing.
No.
It's got to be something so much more special beyond.
Yep. Bring something new to the table.
Skin it wears,
Yeah, definitely. What I was surprised to learn as well, apparently originally Playtonic was going to make a kart racer and then it...
I've wanted to make a kart racer for, started making games in 1999, so 27 years. Finally get the chance to do it now. Yeah, originally Playtonic, I was like, I want to, make this incredible kart racing game. I think I understand the genre as a fan, as a player, and what was missing and what changes could be made. But speaking to Grant Kirkhope, Grant just said, Gavin, we've got to go with 3D platform first. Like everyone really wants a Banjo spiritual successor.
Good old Grant.
And I thought, that makes sense. I understand why he's saying that, and it seemed like less of a risk at the time for a brand new company. So we went down that path, and then Yooka-Laylee Impossible Lair happened, and being able to do the racing game just went on the back burner for a bit. Here it is now,
ready to roll, which is good. So somebody just asked about tonics again. So we covered that earlier. Tonics are going to make their way into the game in some form. Whether it's graphical options, I don't think.
There's another element. Yeah, there's another side to tonics as well, which are things like customizing the presentation of a game.
Yeah.
We've done that in the past. We did mention earlier that tonics will have gameplay benefits that you can buy in between each races with your currency that you've been earning throughout each race. Speaking of customization as well, like there'll be accessibility.
Yeah.
Lots of accessibility in the game as well. Some people really suffer with the mode 7 effect as well, so we might have to include an option where you can just turn off that parallax scrolling. We had Damien and Anthony, Damien from Nintendo Life. Is it us? And Damien really suffers with motion sickness. Whereas his son was finding
absolutely, his son was
a few minutes was just breaking all records on the tracks.
Very good.
All right, I was concerned.
Someone's coming for the king.
The handling might take a while to adapt to, but he was straight in and breaking course records. Great to see.
Final question is Rextro, please. Will Rextro be going to be Rextro's not been announced.
Not been announced, but if you look at the style of game, I think it's it's very much up Rextro's avenue.
Okay.
I imagine he'll be using those little
pickle
short
arms.
arms
To grip onto that,
yeah. And it's great that people want more retro as well. You know, Retro Bites Back was a lovely little addition in Yooka-Laylee. People even say, hey, give him his own game.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, that's good.
I think there's a lot of people internally as well that are thinking, we'd love to give him his own game.
Yeah.
Fully fleshed out as well. But I'm all for seeing more retro. I think he's a great character.
Yeah, I love retro. It's good. Yeah, especially redesign as well in Retro Bites Back.
There's so many fun things you can do. I think we joked about the other day putting Kartos in. So Kartos in a cart, or does Kartos need a cart?
He's his own cart, right?
Yeah, or has he been told that actually you need a vehicle and a rider inside? So I can imagine Kartos has gone and kidnapped some poor.
Okay, stuck them in the back of Kartos.
Stuck them loose in the back of his cart whilst he's happy racing around to get past the rules.
They're always just tied up, not doing anything.
Kidnapped in the back.
Yeah. So this has been super fun. So thank you all for joining us. If you're not wishlist, please do. It'll help no end. But yeah, we'll be back again next week. Can answer more questions, and we're looking forward to letting you know more in the future. Thank you for joining me, Gav.
No, and thanks everyone for joining us.
Thank you very much, guys. See you all soon.